So in this tip, I'm going to share with you two concepts. They're not necessarily related, but I just didn't think they were robust enough to make them two separate tips, but they're important. So I just thought I'd include them in this particular tip of the day. Number one is this. Make sure that you're not letting perfection be the enemy of progress. Sometimes when it comes to building relationships, we want things to be perfect, especially when they're people who are above us, right? We want to impress them so much that we want to make sure that what we send them is so perfect, as if that one perfect communication is going to do everything we need it to do and more. Look, once it's good enough, let it fly. Reid Hoffman, the founder of LinkedIn, had a great line. I use it all the time. It's just such a brilliant line. He said, if you are happy with your first launch, you've waited too long, right? Get it to the point where it's good enough. Whether it's an introduction you make, whether it's a box letter you send, whether it's beyond box letter you send, don't get in your head about it, right? You can always polish and always improve based upon feedback. The second is, here's how I personally stay on offense. What I do is I have two boxes. One is mine and one is my assistant's. Every morning I get an email from my assistant that says the person's name and the color. And I get to make the decision about what I do to maintain contact. I know if I've spoken to them recently. I've seen them recently. I'm planning on having a lunch. Haven't seen them lately. Something I want to send them. But what makes it great for me is all my assistant does is simply, morning, Tim, name of the person, the color. And then I make the decision. Is it a box letter? Is it a beyond box letter? Is it the flow of information? Is it a phone call? Is it an email? Is it a coffee? Is it a lunch? Whatever the case may be. But this is the way I'm able to stay on offense. And by the way, remember I told you a couple of videos ago, even your coach falls off track. So I could be super busy. We just had this fantastic networking event and I was consumed by it. So I didn't do very well for the week leading up to the networking event, maintaining contact with these people. Did I go back and try to recapture the opportunity to touch? No. I simply will start on Monday, which is going to be tomorrow, the 15th, and I'll just pick up on the 15th and off I'll go. So if you have an assistant, have your assistant each morning. You have a box, she has a box. But at least at a minimum, if you don't get a chance to look at it, she's going to put something in your inbox or he's going to put something in your inbox in the morning that says the name of the person and what color they are. That tells you what you need to do because you know the people in your box system. You know exactly who they are. You know exactly what you're trying to accomplish. So those two tools have been extremely effective for me. I don't wait for perfection. When it's good enough, I let it rip. Number two, I engage my assistant to help me stay on offense in maintaining contact with those people in my box system. I'll see you in the next tip.